All right, looks like we're live. So you may be surprised to see that I'm streaming twice in one day, but I'm just going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I got both my son and my wife down for a nap. I think they both equally needed it after a long day. We had a swim class this afternoon, and after swim class, we like to take advantage of being at the pool. So we go over to the little kiddie pool with my 3-year-old son, and we played for hours in the little kiddie pool. But at the end of it, we were all so exhausted. So we came home, we had some lunch, and they passed out while I read Harry Potter to them. So I figured since they're asleep for the next couple hours, probably take advantage of this. I messed around with the mic levels a little bit here. I wanted to see what would happen if just if you guys were able to hear me better, because I listened to the last stream and I was disappointed kind of with what I heard. First of all, I sounded way too quiet, and if you knew me in real life, you would realize I'm anything but quiet. But for some reason, I sounded like I had to blast the volume on my TV to hear me. And another thing was the sound of the keyboard clacking and clicking in the background was so loud. So I'm working on some different stuff here. I increased the gain for the microphone, and I also increased the noise suppression. So hopefully you'll hear less keyboard clacking, and you'll hear more of my beautiful voice. But we'll see. So anyway, twice in one day, but I guess this is to make up for the fact that I didn't stream at all yesterday. As you'll recall, we just beat Brock. So by the skin of our teeth, I might add, but we still beat him. And it actually, Charmeleon, I don't think took any damage in that battle, but all my other Pokemon had fainted. So make of that what you will. But now we're done with that, and we have to get ready for Misty, who's going to be next. I think I mentioned last time, I know I mentioned last time that Pidgey had an amazing battle against Brock, and I was really surprised by it. We took a level 5 Pidgey, and he managed to almost single-handedly defeat Brock's level 12 Geodude through nothing more than sheer force of will and a lot of luck as far as his sand attacks went. We landed 5 sand attacks on the Geodude, and the Geodude could not manage to land. Well, no, I think he got one hit on Pidgey because Pidgey was down to 7 HP, but he never managed to land that second hit. And so Pidgey was such a good member of our team. I'm going to just go ahead and keep him on for the rest of the game. At least I intend to keep him on for the rest of the game. But the rest of these Pokemon probably will not stay on our team. For now, I think I'm going to keep Weedle on. And who's this? Yeah, I'll deposit Caterpie. Bye, Caterpie. And instead, I will withdraw Pikachu, who will be our star player. I assume will be our star player against Misty. Let's heal first. So, little fun fact about Gen 1, for those of you who aren't familiar with it. In Gen 1, you don't have any... In Gen 1, if you deposit a Pokemon in a box, it just stays... After you've battled with it, it doesn't heal automatically when you withdraw it from the box. So... because I don't think I healed Pikachu before depositing him in the box, I needed to heal him now because otherwise he would just be too damaged to battle and to train. But we need him ready to go because, like I said, he's going to be a star player against Misty. He's at level 10 right now. We need to get him up to level 20, ideally, before Misty. So we'll head out of town. Alright, let's see what this girl has for us. Yeah, boy, it's so funny walking onto this route. I think it's Route 3 that we just walked onto. I'm not positive, but it's funny because I remember as a kid being so proud of finally getting to this place. It took so much work when I was a kid to get past Brock because Charmander was my favorite. And unfortunately, that meant that it took me a really long time to be able to beat him. I remember I didn't waste my time with fire moves back then because I didn't see the point. I was like, no, it's not very effective. So I'll use Scratch, and I think I did use some fire moves, but I just didn't realize how the special physical attack split worked. And so I just kind of threw whatever I had, and it just took me forever to beat him. And I didn't combine my Pokemon in an effective way like I did this last time. So it took me forever to beat Brock. So I remember I was so proud when I finally was able, because I didn't show it, but there's a trainer or there's a guy who blocks you from going onto this route before you beat Brock normally. So it was. I remember the first time I got into this route, I was super proud of myself. I was so happy to see the color change because I played this on a Game Boy Color, And so when it turned green and I heard the new music, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm finally out of Pewter City. Yeah, I think this is Route 3. I'm not positive, though. Does it say here? It doesn't, I was just looking for the number 3. It's not there. Whatever route this is, I remember being very excited to finally be on it. And Pikachu had no trouble with that girl and her 2 Pidgey, so let's see. We're off to a strong start. Like I said, I mean, we want to get... My goal here is to get all my Pokemon to level 20 by Misty before I battle Misty. So that means since we are bringing... Since Pidgey's now a part of our team, it means I also have to get him up there. And you know, I suppose he could also get some practice in with these bug catchers, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that now. Let's replace Pikachu with Pidgey. There's a little bit of a level differential, so I have to be careful about that. Uh-oh. Took a tackle. We're getting some gusts in. Wow. Okay, Pidgey's a little underleveled, but this is the Pidgey that took down Brock's This is the Pidgey that took down Brock's Geodude, so I have full confidence that he is going to earn his... Well, he's already earned his spot on this team, but that he will continue to earn it. Another Gust. Looks like this is going to be a 4-hit KO, probably. Poison Sting. Okay, just don't get poison. There we go. It's going to be a lot of experience. There you go. Good job. All right. It's ironic he's able to take down Geodude, but he's struggling with these bug types. This Pidgey is full of contradictions. Okay, well, we gained a level. I just need to be smart with how I use both Pikachu and Pidgey. Like, I'll use Pikachu whenever it's a non-bug trainer Pokemon, but if it's a bug trainer, I'll use Pidgey so he can get the experience in. Because these Pokemon are all higher level than him, so he's going to get a whole bunch of experience points. I mean, I suppose I could also go back to Viridian Forest to grind, but I don't want to unless I have to. I've mentioned several times now that I enjoy, playing at the regular speed of the game because, I just enjoy these games. But just because I enjoy them doesn't mean I want to sit around grinding all the time. All right. Let's go back, heal up, and try again, Pidgey. But he did good. He took down 3 Pokemon that were higher level than him. Obviously had the type difference in his favor, but still. Okay, so now that we're all healed up, we're gonna head back over there and try and get battle a few more bug catchers and get Pidgey up to snuff. I mean, because in reality, I didn't anticipate having a Pidgey on my team, but now that I know that I'm going to have one, that's also going to help me with Misty. I mean, I know he's neutral against water attacks, but his attacks are also neutral against her water types. So that means that, it doesn't hurt to have. He could be a good lead. I like to keep my ace in the hole in my back pocket until the last moment, Try and whittle down my opponent as much as possible before bringing out my ace card. So, oh my gosh, I forgot to put out Pidgey. It actually doesn't matter. I guess it works out in this case. So there's no difference between the youngsters and the bug catcher sprites. So it's hard to tell who you're about to face just by looking at them. Let's see here. Here we go. All right. It looks like this is going to be a 3-hit KO, which isn't bad. The problem with Pikachu is he's got Growl and Thunder Wave, and then he's got Thunder Shock. So I need a quick attack just to give him a little bit more variety for things that resist electricity. But he's doing pretty good right now. And his special is pretty high. Oh, this might be a 2-hit KO against the seconds. I'm not positive. We'll see. There we go, yeah. They're doing a good job. I think Pidgey and Pikachu are holding their own. I don't know if this is going to be a bug catcher or a... I don't know. It's tough because they look the same. Their sprites look the same. So let's just switch out and hope it's a bug catcher. We know the girls are not bug catchers, so I will be sure to use Pikachu against the girls. Oh, perfect. We lucked out. It was a bug catcher. Here we go. All right, let's do this again. But now we have the level advantage and the type advantage. So, feeling better. This will be a 3-hit KO instead of a 4-hit KO, so we're improving. But shoot, looks like we just got poisoned. That sucks. So, I don't know. You see that little poison, the little word for poison there, it just replaced his level. And, yeah, just the little symbology for, or the little spell, the Japanese spelling for poison replaced Pidgey's level. And I don't know what that first symbol is or how it's pronounced, but I know the second one is ku. So something ku. I'm definitely not fluent in Japanese. Let's see here. Okay, so he's using Harden, and I think that in Gen 1, flying type attacks are physical, which means that Harden is going to resist Gust a little bit more with every use. Ah, shoot, it is. Okay, it's alright. Looks like he's not doing anything other than Harden. I am poisoned, but I think that, yeah, there you go, we're good. Good job. Alright, we got to level 11. Nice. Ah, shoot, I forgot we have 2 more. I hope we can knock out these other 2 before Pidgey passes out. I want to give him as much experience as possible, and bug catchers are a great way to do that. But, you know, we'll do our best here. Let's see. Gust. I don't think it's going to be a 2-hit KO. I think it's going to be a 3-hit KO, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, dang it. It was right on the edge, but I had a gut feeling because it was a little over half, it looked like. There you go. All right, let's try. Okay, and here's Metapod. Okay, so the question is going to be, can Metapod basically outlast Pidgey? How is he fast? Oh, the string shots. Yeah. I was like, how is he faster than my Pidgey? But you know what's weird? Poison's only doing 1 HP worth of damage. That's actually kind of surprising. It's not much. And I don't know why. I thought that like Poison did like a 16th of your HP or something like that. Wouldn't a 16th of my HP be 2? Well, I guess not, technically. Maybe it rounds down. So, I'm just... Or did I make up that 16th figure? I don't know. But I thought that that poison, standard poison did a 16th of your... Took a 16th of your HP with every turn. And if so, at 32 HP, that would mean I would be losing 2 HP per turn. But since I'm at 31, maybe they round down and they only take away 1 HP per turn. I don't know. There you go. Level 12. Not bad. Sweet. Oh, and we learned some move. I don't know what it was. Maybe quick attack? Alright, well, regardless, the girl's not going to be a bug catcher, so... Pikachu, you're back up. Although you're at 14 HP. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, shoot. Quick attack did a crap load of damage. Shoot. Okay, well, he didn't use quick attack again. And we took him out. Alright, good. Good job, Pikachu. Nidoran. We're probably gonna faint here, so let's just give it our best shot. And set up Pidgey for success here. Okay. 14 HP. I guess I could try my new move, but I don't really want to risk it right now because we're on death's door with Pidgey as well. Okay, Leer, that's fine. I think this Gust will take him out. Yes, alright, did. Alright, so we still salvaged the experience points that we could have gotten. But I was a little sloppy there. I should have gone and healed Pikachu before battling her. I knew he was in rough shape. Okay, so as we head... Oh, he died. Sorry, Pidgey. Well, we're about to heal him now, so it's okay. Here we go. Man, I do enjoy these longer days. I'm glad the sun's been staying out longer. I know the winter solstice is technically the shortest day of the year. It's like December 20th or 21st, but it really feels like starting in February, you start to notice that the sun stays up longer. And I appreciate that. I was just looking outside and I was like, oh, thinking it's still sunny for a little bit longer. It's depressing when it gets dark too early. All right, so we're headed back. And let's see who we got. If it's a boy, we'll put Pidgey first. Yep, it's a boy. All right, then we'll put Pidgey first and try our luck. It could be a youngster, though. I really don't know. No, let's leave Pikachu out. I don't know. Because Pikachu needs more training, too. We need him to be ready for Misty more than anyone else. I was a bug catcher. Dang it. It's fine. Like I said, Pikachu needs the experience. Thundershock. Okay, it's going to be a 3-hit KO. Man, I haven't seen Thundershock paralyze anybody. Oh, there you go. Speak of the devil. I need to remember what those hiragana symbols sound like, so for future reference. I don't know right now off the top of my head, unfortunately. For paralysis. Here we go. Well, there's a Metapod. And so we should be safe because Metapod should only be able to use Harden, and Harden is only going to help him resist physical attacks, and Thundershock is a special attack. Boom, took him out. Alright, so we got Pikachu. I think I'm going to keep Pikachu as the lead because, like I said, priority, Misty, etc. But let's go down here and see what happens. Yep, okay, it was a youngster, so it worked out anyway. Oh, and it's a Spearow, even better. Alright, so this should be a cakewalk, except for the fact that it's freaking level 14. Well, I don't want a recreation of the first episode of the anime, where there's like a Spearow that tries to kill Ash's Pikachu, but I don't think that's going to happen here. Namely because there's only one Spearow in this case, and second, because... you know, anime logic really doesn't work in the games, thankfully. If it did, I would just aim for the horn every time. Alright. So we got a little bit of extra experience, and now we're going to head on up. Alright, we're going to make our way over to Mount Moon. Alright. Jigglypuff. Very derpy looking Jigglypuff at that. It's the most dangerous kind. I don't know, let's have some fun with it. It's Thunder Wave. Guessing that was a pound. Dang. That did a lot of damage. I guess I shouldn't have gotten cute with it. Oh no, is that Sing? Dang it. Put me to sleep. I'm never going to memorize that symbology for sleep. Actually, I know that last symbol is E. But I don't know the first two symbols. Shoot. Dang it. Sorry, Pikachu. Alright. Pidgey. Give it everything you got here. First of all, what does this attack do? Oh, it's quick attack. Okay. That's good. And you're a normal type, so you should get a boost from that. She was paralyzed, so she didn't do anything. She was paralyzed, didn't do anything. Paralyzed and didn't do anything. Well, there you go. Alright, there you go. Not bad. We will want to evolve Pikachu as quickly as possible. I don't remember how quickly you can get to Celadon City, because that's where I know I need to go in order to evolve them, because I want to buy it, because you can buy a Thunderstone at the department store there, but I don't remember how quickly you can get there. I think you have to I know you have to beat Misty before you can leave Cerulean because there's the police have like cordoned off the house that you have to go through in order to get down to Vermilion, and they won't leave until after you beat Misty. But I don't know if after I beat Misty, can I go to Celadon straight away? Yeah, I can't remember. I think you need cut. Well, you get cut from the SSN, so yeah, if you get cut, I think you can actually. I think right after Misty, I can. I mean, it'll take a little bit of work, but I think I should be able to go from Misty to Celadon City to evolve Pikachu, but I can't evolve Pikachu beforehand, so we're stuck fighting with Pikachu. And I know he's the series mascot, but I'm much more of a Raichu guy, so I'm excited to be able to evolve him. All right, let's see here. I don't know what he said. Okay. I haven't caught any Pokemon in a while. Let's look through the grass, see if anything new pops up. Also gives me a chance to do some grinding. That's Fortuitous, the Pidgey. Alright, took him out. Level 13, not bad. We're getting there. Like I said, level 20 is the goal. And I guess I could have a little bit of fun with this. We could do the little fast forward speed, right? So I think it's... Oh my goodness, the music is so annoying. Here. So this is 4 times speed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn off the music so you don't have to listen to that. There you go. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I know, like I said, I enjoy generally playing the game, but for grinding, I'm okay with speeding up sometimes. Alright, so Spearow again. I'll just electrocute a bunch of these real quick. I would like to get to level 15 for Pikachu and Pidgey before we go into Mount Moon. Because unfortunately, I think Mount Moon's going to be... We're going to run into a bit of a dearth as far as Pokemon that we can battle with those two. I mean, at least wild Pokemon, because it's got like Onix and Geodude in it, who obviously are not going to be very impressed by our Pidgey's Quick Attack or our Pikachu's Thunder Shock. So we're going to have to rely pretty heavily on Charmeleon at that point. And even then, they're not even going to be that impressed with Charmeleon, unfortunately. So let's get as much training as we can in here before we go in there. Yes, I do enjoy the old games, but sometimes it is nice to be able to grind a little faster. And like I said, it's even the Pokemon Company recognized this, because in the original Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2, if you beat those games, they rewarded you with a Doduo and Dodrio Game Boy Tower, which allowed you to play your Game Boy games at 2 to 3 times speed, which was so much fun. I did that back in... I never unlocked that as a kid. Oh, look. Jigglypuff, let's catch it. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, that's not good. Did he just put me to sleep? Seriously? Oh, shoot, he just put me to sleep again. I woke up. Come on, Pikachu. Come on. But yeah, I finally unlocked the Doduo Tower in college, and I was super excited about it. I don't know. Okay, I'll try Thunder Shock in it. Let's see. Okay, it didn't kill him. Good. Man, I'm asleep again. This thing has great accuracy. Yes, caught it. With my last Pokeball, too. I gotta go back and buy some more. Uh-oh. Okay, Pikachu, wake up. Wake up. Come on, Pikachu. Wake up. Wake up. Oh my gosh, is he ever gonna wake up? Is there not a turn limit for how long you can be asleep in this game? I'm pretty sure in the later games there was like max of 5 turns, but that felt longer than 5 turns. Here we go, let's heal up. And then I'm gonna go back to Pewter City real quick. It was always kind of weird to me that there was a Pokemon Center here, because usually Pokemon Centers are places where you can fly to, but I don't think you can fly to this one, and I also don't think you can fly. There's also a random one I remember right in front of the cave, the rock tunnel, right before Rock Tunnel. and it just kind of felt awkwardly placed because you can't fly to either of those, and they're right next to other Pokemon centers. I mean, the one next to Mount Moon is right next to the one in Pewter City. It's not that far a walk, and once you've beaten all the trainers, there's literally no mandatory battles between those two areas. It's not like it's not like the Viridian Forest where there's like a long stretch of grass where you will have to fight wild Pokemon or anything like that. You could easily avoid battling between the entrance to Mount Moon and Pewter City, but for some reason they saw fit to put another Pokemon Center over there. And then same thing with the Rock Tunnel. Like, I guess there you may run into some trainers because you have to use Surf to get to Rock Tunnel. I don't remember. No, actually, I guess you don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Same thing with Rock Tunnel. I don't think you have to battle any Pokemon between the entrance of Rock Tunnel and Cerulean City. So why put a Pokemon Center there? But anyway, oh wait, I'm a dummy. I went all the way to Pewter City, and I didn't buy Pokeballs. That was the whole purpose of that trip. They should have put a Pokemart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they should have put a Pokemart there at Mount Moon. That would have been more useful for me. Kind of looks like I'm skating with how my legs are moving. All right, let's buy 10 more. Thank you. All right, so we'll go back and we will... Anyway, I just wanted to have these in case I run into anything good, like that Jigglypuff. But I've already caught a Pidgey, so I'm not really worried about that. I've already caught a Spearow, so I'm not worried about catching another one of those. Alright, let's see here. Spearow. Well, I'm noticing a pattern here. Drinking lots of water, staying hydrated while I'm playing my video games. Yeah, so we're actually reading the Harry Potter books to my kid, and we had never. I read all the books whenever I was a kid. I started off though. I remember my dad first took me to the Sorcerer's Stone movie when it came out. I think back in 2001. And I was like in elementary school, and I really didn't care about Harry Potter before then. And what's funny is I had actually lived in England for a little bit growing up because of my dad's job. And so you would have thought, like, I grew up in England in the late 90s for a couple of years, and so you would have thought that I would have been all because I remember Harry Potter was a huge craze over there at the time before the movies even came out. But I just really didn't care about it. But I was also on the younger side. I was like 7, 8 years old. So, I think I was just a little too young to appreciate the books. I think the books were a little above my reading level at that point. But anyway, when we got back to the States, the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone came out in theaters. I went and saw it and fell in love with it. And after that, I was hooked on the books. And I have all my old hardcover editions of the 7 Harry Potter books. And I've kept them with me since childhood. And so it's kind of cool to be able to share that with my son. So we first started with reading the first one, obviously, but actually the first one we received as a gift. It was an illustrated Harry Potter. It was an illustrated copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. One of our couple friends who loves Harry Potter got it for us when they found out we were pregnant before, we even had our son. And so, one night when I was trying to figure out a bedtime story to read to my kid, I was looking around and I saw that and I was like, okay, we'll try this out. And it was, he ended up really loving it. Now every night he asks, we read the Bible together, and then we'll read a couple of kiddie books like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, like that. And then he always ends the night by asking, Harry Potter? So then I read some Harry Potter to him, and that's how we finish the night. And he usually just falls asleep listening to those stories. We watched the first movie with him, and he loved the first movie. But honestly, I haven't been able to. We watched the second movie with him, and that was the last one we watched. We're on the fourth book, but we stopped watching after the second movie because he got freaked out by the basilisk in the second movie. That snake freaked him out, and I'm like, the Dementors would really mess him up then if that freaked him out. So we'll wait a few years before he watches the movies. I think the thing is, the reason he likes the book so much is because he can't visualize it all, and frankly, I sometimes just skip some of the scarier stuff if it's really scary. But he's 3, and so your imagination is wild at that time, but your comprehension isn't that great. So when J.K. Rowling describes what a Dementor looks like, it's not too scary, I don't think, in his head. But if I showed him the movie, it would freak him out. I have no doubt. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're doing good. I kind of was thinking about going back to Viridian Forest to give Pidgey some easy targets for leveling. To give Pidgey some easy prey for leveling up, but I realized he can pretty much knock out all the bird types that are in this grass with a single gust. So it's no, and they provide more experience points than the bugs in Viridian Forest. Boy, there's almost nothing in this grass. It's really just Pidgey and Spearow, huh? With the occasional Jigglypuff. That's fine. Okay, like I said, it's easy pickings for Pikachu and Pidgey. To be honest, I'm almost tempted to just let Pikachu level up all the way here, because I know once I go into Mount Moon, once I get through Mount Moon, there's no coming back here for a while, if I'm not mistaken. So, well, I guess maybe I'm exaggerating, because after this, I go beat Misty, and then, like I said, it's been like 10 years since I played the game, so I'm trying to remember off memory, but I think I can go to the SSN, get cut, and then I can go through Diglett Cave back to Pewter City. So I guess I really can come back to this area if I want to in the future. But this is pretty primo training ground for Pikachu. So I'll do a little bit more leveling up here with him. Just because once we get to Cerulean, it's going to be go time with Misty pretty much. I mean, I can battle the rival, and I can also do Nugget Bridge first, but still. Let's see here. Just electrocute a bunch of birds. Here we go. But I'm really hopeful. I don't have any listeners right now. I don't have any live listeners, so I can't ask the chat. But I do hope that the increased gain really worked out, and y'all are able to hear me better. And I hope also, if you're watching this later on, feel free to leave me a comment if you think that if you notice that you're not hearing my keyboard as much. I increased noise suppression, and I'm also just trying to be a little bit more thoughtful with my keystrokes. So let me know if you've noticed a difference, if you can hear me more clearly, and if you're not like if you can hear me more clearly and you're not distracted by the sound of my keys being punched every 5 seconds. I also switched to my laptop. Using my laptop keyboard rather than my mechanical keyboard to try to make life easier on your ears. I do prefer my mechanical keyboard. It's just, I like that feeling of the button popping back up after you press down on it, but for the sake of your listening experience, I'm trying to move away from that. Okay, we're blasting through these. I'm going to run out of PowerPoints before I actually run out of HP. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we're taking out more Pidgey, more Spearow. Come on. We got 2 more Thundershocks. Do we have 1 more level in us before we have to go heal up? Hey, we do. There you go. Look at that, level 16. Not bad. Alright, let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Heal up. I guess we can start going through Mount Moon. It's not... Like I said, it's such a good training spot for Pikachu. I'm loath to leave this area, but at the same time, I kind of want to get a move on with the game. Okay, 1 more level. We'll get him up to level 17. And then I think we should be able to hit level 20 easily at that point. We should be able to hit level 20 easily by that point before we get to Misty. I keep moving away from my microphone. So I had a podcast for a while, and I had a really nice microphone for it, and that's what I'm using for this. But the problem is, with podcasting, like, at least with my podcast, it required a lot of research and writing. And so I was kind of hunched over my desk as I was talking because I was looking at my notes and remembering stuff and all that stuff. But with this, I kind of leaned back because, I'm playing a video game. It's more relaxed, especially when you're grinding like this. And so I keep leaning back and then realizing, wait, I'm moving away from the microphone. So at some point, I'll probably try to buy one of those headsets that with a microphone attached, because I do have really nice headphones, but they don't have a microphone. So something with a combo would be really nice, where I could just kind of lean back in my chair and talk at my leisure instead of being hunched over like a 13th century philosopher poring over ancient texts. That was vivid, huh? I'm something of a poet. Let's see here. Let's kill this Spiro. There you go. Murder him. Murder the birds. Murder the birds. Told you I'm a poet. Boop doop 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 doop. That's my version of the Pokemon music. The anime definitely is what got me into Pokemon first. I did not play the games for a while, but I love the anime from day one. But my grandma was one of those who thought that Pokemon was of the devil, so it took a while to convince my parents to let me to watch it. But once they did, there was no going back. That was actually when we were in England. Because my grandma lived in Texas, so when we moved to England for my dad's job, we got away from her, got out of her grasp for a little while. I was able to convince my parents that it wasn't of the devil. We were good, and Pokemania was just as strong in England as it was in the United States because I got to see it from both sides, and boy, it was just as nuts. There were subtle differences. Like I remember I bought there was a chapter book that described the first episode of the anime. It was, I think it was even called Pokemon I Choose You or something like that was the name of the book. And it was like a 10 chapter book. And if you watch the first episode of the anime, you know that it does not need 10 chapters, but that was how it was broken down. And one of the subtle differences was, because I bought this in England, was he calls his mum over and over again. And, I just realized a few years later that difference existed because when I came back to the States, one of my friends had the book and I flipped through it and I realized he says mom to her. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I guess they were afraid British audiences wouldn't have been able to understand what a mom is. So mum's the word. Yeah, that was good. That was solid. All 0 of my current listeners will really appreciate that pun. Whew. Is that the end of Mount Moon right there? Did I really do all this just to walk like 20 feet? Because I've never noticed that before. Is that really that close? That's actually pretty funny. Okay, well. Alright, let's slow down the game because now we're done grinding. And I'll turn up the audio a little bit so you can hear the music. You can enjoy with me. And I'm actually not going to go too far into Mount Moon tonight because it's almost 6:30 here. And I want to be ready whenever my beautiful family wakes up to, do whatever it is I need to do. Let's see here. What is this? Is this Quick Attack? There you go. He finally learned Quick Attack. Probably shouldn't have used it there, but kill that Clefairy. That's right, you can catch a Clefairy here, can't you? Oh, wait, I need to go back to the Pokemon Center outside of Mount Moon because I can get that Magikarp. And I want to, I know it's supposedly a worthless Pokemon, but are you freaking kidding me? Did he just put me to sleep? I am so sick. It is only Pikachu, too. Pikachu just keeps falling asleep on me. But after this, I want to get that Magikarp because I'm trying to complete the Pokedex, so. Shoot, he's beating the crap out of my Pikachu. Come on, Pikachu, wake up. He's literally pounding you into the ground. Okay, Growl, I can handle that. No, he's asleep. Ah, dang it. Pikachu, come on, bud. Alright, that's alright. Let's go back to Pidgey then. Pidgey, this is some easy experience for you. Use Quick Attack in this. Good job. Dang it. Alright, well, we have to go back to the Pokemon Center anyway then. That does not bode well for Pikachu. That was one of the few, because there's a bunch of like rock type trainers in this mountain, I remember, and so that does not bode well if I couldn't even get past a non-rock type trainer with Pikachu. Geodude, I do want a Geodude. Can I? Yeah, here. Use a Pokeball. Dang it, that didn't work. I was greedy. Okay, well, he's stronger than my Nidoran for sure. There you go. Return. Charmeleon, it's been a while since we let you out of the ball. Come on. Let's light him on fire. Okay, tentacle, whatever. There you go, good. Okay. And now we'll do, now the Pokeball should work. There you go. Let's heal this up. Alright, Pikachu buddy, you gotta do better in there. If you're gonna die against the Clefairy, we're in trouble. Is this the guy who sells the Magikarp? No. Is this the guy? Are you gonna sell me a Magikarp? I guess swore the guy who sells you Magikarp is here. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, sure. Oh wait, no, I don't wanna. Sorry, I don't wanna. There you go. We got a Magikarp. I could train him up to Gyarados. That would be kind of cool, but to be honest, I'm not really looking to do that because I like Starmie a lot. So doesn't seem like a good use of my time right now. All right, so now we're back in Mount Moon. I think we're going to call it here for the night, actually. I'll go ahead and save the game. I feel like we're at a pretty good spot. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank y'all for watching, those of you who did watch. Oh, hey, I actually have a listener, so, or I have a watcher, whatever. So, that's pretty cool. Hello to Random Cliff. I don't know if I can't write back to you right now, but I'm glad to finally have a viewer. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. I don't know how much you actually saw. I don't know if you saw my Pikachu get destroyed by a Clefairy or not. But hopefully you enjoyed that. I can't seem to write you right now, but that's mostly because I suck at this. No, I don't think I can write, unfortunately. Don't know why. Hey, and you can watch me say hey. Hey, there you go. Because I'm actually having to write for my... I'm doing this all from my laptop right now instead of having my multi-monitor set up. Thanks for watching. You gotta appreciate your adoring fans. In my case, all one of them. Oh, and now he's off, so. Still, that was pretty fun. Anyway, for those of you who have been watching, who are watching now a recorded version of this stream, I just want to thank you for being here and for enjoying. And I will see you guys again probably tomorrow. Like I said, I try to stream from 7 to 9 p.m.